The prosecution in the Diddy trial has officially stated that they expect to rest their case as early as Wednesday of next week and by latest Friday. Today, Wednesday, June 11th, Jane was back on the stand under cross-examination, and she's expected to continue tomorrow. So let's break down everything she testified to today. I'm an attorney and I read what happened, so you don't have to. I'm going to try to get this all in one part, so let's get into it. The defense attorney resumed cross-examining Jane, focusing largely on what Jane referred to as hotel nights. She said that the longest one that she remembered lasted around 3 days. It involved 3 men and was around New Year's 2022. After that, she saw Combs on vacation with another woman named Gina. Frustrated, she texted him, "You have me feeling so taken advantage of and regretting everything." She testified that she even considered breaking up with him. Jane told the jury that she made Combs cut another trip short that he was on for another woman's birthday. She told him, "If you don't come here now, we're not going to do anything you want to do." That included threatening to cancel his Valentine's Day party. However, she ended up planning a hotel night with rose petals and 2 male entertainers. She testified that it was her idea to have the 2 entertainers at once, something that she hadn't done before. By March 2022, Combs had made her delete a social media post that hinted that the 2 of them were together. She noticed that Gina had posted a photo with jewelry, matching some jewelry that Combs had gotten her. "To see these things were deeply hurtful for me," Jane said. Then they didn't have hotel nights for another 2 months. Then, on June 19, Combs suggested one, to which Jane responded, "Not really in the mood for that part. Don't want to make you mad." Combs suggested a role-play night instead, and they ended up watching hotel night footage together. In July, Combs messaged her, Paulus Free, who was one of the entertainers that they used to frequently use. Jane liked the message and said that she understood it as though she was being given a choice between men, not whether to have a hotel night or not. After an August 30 hotel night, jurors saw text messages that Jane had sent Combs that said, "That was so much fun, baby. My love for you is unconditional and for life." In February 2023, Jane asked Combs for $15,000 to cover her birthday festivities. He paid for dinner and they stayed at the hotel with the Nobu inside. She told the jury that she wanted something more meaningful. "I'm asking if he could please romance me outside of hotel rooms." After dinner, Jane testified that Combs had entertainers planned. Jane testified, "If I see him, there's a request for a hotel night. I'm adapting to my environment." At one point, Combs gifted her a Van Cleef bracelet and necklace, and Jane testified that she was on a substance and she was waiting for the entertainer. "Any affection I received from Sean, I received with open arms," she said. She later told him, "I loved and appreciated every detail you put into my birthday." However, she found out that right after he took another woman to Turks and Caicos, and she testified that while she was at home having to recover from sleeping with 3 men that she didn't want to sleep with, Combs was out there with this beautiful woman. Jane testified that as a result of this, they had a fallout and they broke up for several weeks. Then Combs texted her, "I didn't know I was going to lose one of my closest friends over a stupid lie." And Jane responded, "I'm open as friends." They ended up planning a Turks and Caicos trip together, and Combs allegedly spent $55,000 on this trip. Jane testified that this was supposed to be a makeup trip, but it turned into a hotel night. She invited an entertainer, Sly, to join them, and she testified that she believed that her lover, referring to Combs, wanted to send that text. By April 2023, Jane had moved into the homes that Combs was paying for. In a message read out loud to court, Jane said, "The fact that you are the reason for my child's joy is a feeling inside of me that I can't explain. I love you so much, as my friend, my lover, my boyfriend, even though you don't like that word." She helped care for Combs after he had surgery in June 2023, and they didn't have any hotel nights that month. However, they resumed the next month. In August, she flew to New York after Combs asked, and while she was mid-flight, Combs sent her a link to an entertainer that he wanted to hire. She responded with a thumbs up, and she told the jury, a thumbs up can also be a little bit sarcastic. Jane then described a hotel night where she tried to stay sober. When asked if she agreed to that night, she responded, "Unfortunately, yes." When pressed further about her regret on these nights, Jane responded, "I believe regret and resent lie in the same feelings." She testified that she became depressed afterwards and tried to break up. And then the jury watched a video between Combs and Jane, where Combs said, "I was in a dark hole and you came here to save me." And Jane replied, "You did some saving on me that I didn't even know." Later in 2023, Jane got upset about Combs' public relationship with Gina. Combs texted her, "Girl, stop. You know I don't feed into this. I need you. You're the only thing that's going to bring me peace. Please." When asked in court, "You thought the hotel nights brought him peace?" Jane replied, "Yes." And when asked why she kept agreeing them, she responded, "Because I thought they brought him peace." Court is wrapped up for today, but Jane is expected back on the stand for cross-examination again tomorrow. Her testimony should wrap up tomorrow, so make sure to come back for that breakdown and let me know if you have comments or questions down below.